Hi, my name is Nicole Greer. My banner ID is 01675691. I have not collaborated with anyone on this assignment. Today we are going to talk about two variables, a categorical variable, which is something that tells us which group an individual belongs to. So in this case we're going to choose gender. And the two genders that we have are male and female in our data. And the second variable we're going to talk about is quantitative. And we know it's quantitative because it has units. We're using age again, like we did last week. So let's take a look at these on the graph. Okay, so once we're in StatCrunch, we're going to make our two graphs. The first graph we'll make is a categorical graph. So we are going to use a pie chart because the slices will be a size proportional to the whole. So let's see. Select gender because that's the variable we're measuring. And alright, so we can see that 38% of the students are male as opposed to 62% of the students that are female. The second graph that we're going to make is for our quantitative variable, and we'll use a histogram for that because the histogram shows us the distribution measures for shape, center, and spread. So let's select age and look at mean and median. Alright, so as you can see here, the median's at 24. I do want to note here that last week we were looking at age with an outlier that didn't belong, the 3-year-old student, and we took that information out in order to have a more accurate summary of our data. So our median mode and interquartile rate range is not largely affected by this. So for the most part they're staying the same, and the median was the middle value of 24, mode was 20, the most frequent value, and because mean is affected by outliers, that's what's going to change. Really, because of how much information we have, it's different by 0.00, I think 5%. So it averages out to be the same, which is 28.5 years. But let's take a look at our 5-number summary now. So, if we go into our stats and our summary stats, we can select the information under age and statistics that we have here. So I've already done that. I selected range all the way through the 75th percentile. So let's look at these. Like I said, median is the same, even with the difference of the outlier out. But what's really going to change here is the range, because our minimum value is now 17. So because we're taking the maximum and subtracting the minimum, we now have a new range of 74 years. So as you can see, quarters 1 and 3 are the same, 21 to 33, and 50% of our students fall in between that. So those things aren't going to change because the outlier has been removed. So I hope that clears everything up. The last thing I wanted to mention was our standard deviation, which is 10.9-ish years, so almost 11 years. Between the very middle and each value is the average deviation. So obviously there's a difference in the way we summarize our categorical variables and the way we summarize our quantitative variables, which I hope you got to see a little bit of today. But categorical, we're looking at the percentages of these two groups in this particular case, whereas quantitative is broken down into our measures of central tendency, so mean, median, and mode. I hope this helps you guys. Thanks.